Good afternoon, YouTubers. I'm not an expert, and this is Flea Market Finds for October, I think it's the 22nd. 23rd? I'm not sure. Whatever today is, this is Flea Market Finds. I only found one thing. This saw. What is it? Let's get in close. Can you read that? Let's see if I can get it to where I can read it through the camera. There it is. Well, it's a little hard to read, but it's a Disston & Sons, cast steel, made in USA, warranted. Okay, and you can see it's just a standard back saw. And the first thing you can tell if you want to try and figure out the date is the fancier the handle, the older they generally are. This is not the worst I've seen, but it's not very fancy. So I went to the Disston Institute, which is a website where someone's done type studies on Disston saws, gone through all the old catalogs and whatnot. And he's got some information on how to date it. So we'll take a look at the medallion. Let me get in nice and close to that medallion. There you go. So this medallion, based on his website, I would say says this saw somewhere between 1947 and 1955. Kind of hard to date it much more accurately than that. Maybe somebody knows by the handle, but I think that's as good as we're going to do. But it's post-World War II, but while Disston still owned the company, because the medallions changed when they sold in 55. Pretty nice little saw. It's got some rust, but it's not real deeply pitted. I think that'll clean up good. Needs a sharpening. I haven't tried cutting anything with it. Just for comparison, talking about the fanciness of the handles, this is an older saw I got on eBay. This is a Jackson. There it goes into focus, which I believe Disston actually made, and it has the warranted superior medallion on it. But this one's from the 1800s, and you can see that it has a bit fancier handle, somewhat fancier. And then I have my saw. This is the Spear & Jackson current production, which I'll put a link to my other video or a card showing how I reshaped the handle. But if you look at these handles and see them when they're new, they're pretty awful. So really got to kind of like, these really old ones are very nice, very comfortable. This actually feels pretty good in the hand, but it's a little blocky. And if I clean this saw up, I might improve the handle a bit. Maybe certainly sand it smooth and put linseed oil on it. It had a varnish on it, it looks like. Should be a pretty nice saw. Let's see if I have a piece of scrap wood handy. There's always some around here. There's a little tiny piece. Let me re-aim that. I'm going to one-hand it so you can block the camera. Oh, that is... Well, I'll tell you, it's cutting very nicely, but it's really dull. It feels like it's just skating across the wood without even cutting into it. Let's try the old Jackson and see if I get a comparison. Oh, yeah. Much better feel. The Jackson actually is not bad. And then, just for a last example, we'll go with my saw, which cuts even faster. This is actually very soft wood. It's pallet wood, but it's very soft. It cuts really easily. So you can see that this saw is quite dull. I don't know if it's dull just from age or if it's dull from use. But yeah, it's very dull. Needs some work. But anyway, that's my flea market find. The flea market today, the weather was wonderful. It's crummy and blustery out right now, but it was really nice this morning. So it was a great day to go out and look for stuff. Not a whole lot to find, but we got a nice saw. That's all I got. We'll catch you later.